Hello, my dear student. Today, start the model 3 signal generator. In the signal generator, they are having a three more section. That is, one is triangular or rectangular waveform generator. Second is sawtooth wave generator, and third one is RC phase shift oscillator. And one more, this voltage to current and current to voltage converter. In the signal generator, first let them to understand about this triangular wave generator. The triangular wave generator is consists of symmetrical and integrator. Let them to understand what is the comparator. Already I discussed in the previous class, video class for comparator, and their explanation about the symmetrical circuit. However, their definition, everything I given in explanation about. Once again, I repeat there again, irregular shape waveform to the square wave. That is the comparator. That is use of positive comparator with the positive feedback. Let them to understand about this. Next, I will come back to basic integrated circuit. It is basic integrated circuit is same as a basic inverting amplifier configuration. If feedback resistance RF is replaced by capacitor, it is replaced by capacitor. That is called as basic integrated circuit. And here the basic integrated circuit, the output voltage waveform is integral of input voltage waveform. Integral of input voltage waveform, because the output voltage is equal to minus 1 divided by R1 into CF integral of 0 to T into V in into DC. This is the what the formula is given. Now here you are given the input and output waveform. When you are applying the input during the positive half cycle of square wave input, then capacitor will be charged. Capacitor will be charged. The capacitor will be charged. Then output of the comparator, it is negative going direction, the ramp. It is negative going direction of because of this is the ramp. It is the negative going. When it is the positive, then output because of here inverting input of the op amp. Therefore, it is come back to minus negative going ramp till when it is output is goes to change to positive to negative. After this, suddenly what happens? During negative upcycle, then during negative upcycle, what happens? Then the capacitor will be discharged. The capacitor is discharging through this R1. Discharging through R1. Therefore, then output of the integrator, it is goes to increasing positive direction. It is the positive direction, increasing the positive going direction. It is increasing. It is the ramp. Positive going ramp. After this completion of this, what happens? This is that these two are combining. Then you can complete this block. It is called as we can generate in detail about this explanation on the next slides. I can discuss. In this slide, that is the triangular and rectangular waveform generator, and here there one is the circuit diagram, and this is the output of the comparator and output of the integrator. And this is the triangular and rectangular waveform generator. It is consist of one is the comparator, other one is the integrator. And this comparator can be used non-inverting symmetrical. This is the non-inverting symmetrical circuit, and this is the basic integrated circuit. Then output of the comparator is square wave of amplitude plus or minus V sat, and this is the plus or minus V sat. Okay. Either this voltage is V sat is applied to the input terminal of the integrator. Input terminal of the integrator B. Then output of the integrate is nothing but a triangular wave, and it is feedback as input to the comparator. Input to the comparator through voltage divider R2 and R2 and R2 and R2. And this is the comparator with voltage. The voltage at point P, because this voltage at this particular point P with respect to inverting terminal, because there is inverting terminal of this comparator is 0 volt. Therefore, with respect to, we can compare. And the previous slide discussion about the construction of the triangular wave generator. Now we are explain the circuit operation, and here the waveform of the triangular wave generator, and here triangular or rectangular generator circuit diagram. And here first IA is a Schmitt figure, B is a integrated circuit. Same, because here output of the Schmitt figure in the form of rectangular or square wave. Then output of the integrator is a triangular. And here now when the voltage at this point P, voltage at this point P here, voltage at this point P, it goes to slightly low or above 0 volt. Then output of this comparator can be decided to positive saturation or negative saturation, because, and this is important line about this comparator. When the voltage at across this point, voltage at this point P, it is just low or above the 0 volt, then output of the comparator, it is maybe change of saturation in the positive or negative saturation. Now let us set the output of this comparator at a positive saturation, that is plus Vsat, and this Vsat is the input of the integrator. Vsat is the input of the integrator. Vsat is the integrator of the input of the integrator. Then output of the integrator, there will be negative going ramp from the T1 to T2, from the negative going from the T1 to T2, because we have T1 and it is time interval between the time between T1 to T2, then negative going ramp of the output of the comparator. And then therefore when output is V0 dash is the output of the comparator, that is V0 is equal to minus V. Suppose when the negative going ramp to, it is the negative going ramp output of the minus V ramp at the point P, at the point P slightly below 0 volt. Why? Because the output of the ramp is minus V ramp, then this voltage at this point P is just slightly below 0 volt. Therefore, the output of the comparator will switch from positive saturation to the negative saturation. It is directly switch from the positive saturation to the negative saturation. Then output of integrator will be continue or increasing until it reaches to positive going ramp. It reaches to positive going ramp, the time interval between T2 to T3. Therefore, the V0 dash equal to minus Vsat of the output of the comparator, and V0 is the output of the integrator. And this is, you are satisfied this at this point, at this point P, just slightly just above the zero load. 0 volt. Therefore, as a result, the output of the comparator switched back to plus V side. And this sequence is then repeat to give the triangular wave and the output of the integrator. The sequencing, the repeat the give the triangular wave at the output of the integrator. And this the circuit act as pre-running waveform generator, producing the triangular and rectangular form. Previous slide, your discussion about the circuit operation. On this slide, your discussion about the derivation of the amplitude and frequency of the triangular waveform. And we are start this point. Before that starting, the frequency of the square wave is same as the frequency of the triangular. Therefore, the amplitude of the square wave is a function of DC supply voltage of the op-amp. And let them to understand this circuit diagram. Here A1 is symmetrical, A2 as a integrator, and this is R1 and C1, and this is the voltage divider resistor of R2 and R3. Now let them to understand this particular point P, because Vp voltage across this point, voltage at this point Vp at the grounding, and voltage applying the KCL at this node, we have V0 minus Vp divided by R3. Then Vp minus V0 divided by R2. That is equation number 1. Therefore, Vp equal to 0 because Vid equal to ideally 0, because the difference input voltage of op-amp is 0 means then voltage at this particular point Vp equal to 0. Rewrite the equation number V0 dash divided by R3 equal to minus V0 divided by R3. What is V0 dash? V0 dash equal to V sat. When V0 dash equal to positive saturation, then output of the triangular generator minus V sat. We just substitute these values in this equation. Then V plus V sat divided by R3 equal to minus V ram divided by R2. Thus similarly, when output V0 dash equal to minus V sat and V0 is equal to plus V ram, then minus V sat divided by R3 equal to this equation. Therefore, then finally the plus V ram is equal to this equation minus V ram equal to minus R2 divided by V sat. And the amplitude of the output voltage peak to peak, the plus V ram minus of minus V ram. Therefore, total output voltage peak to peak equal to 2 times of V ram. Then these values are can substitute here. The 2 times of R2 divided by R3 into V sat. That is equation number 3. For integrating circuit, then the Vn is equal to minus 8. Initially Vn equal to minus. Therefore, output of integrator equation V0 peak to peak is equal to minus 1 divided by R1 into 3, integration of 0 to total T divided by 2 into minus V sat into dt. Therefore, after integrating, then V sat total T divided by R1 into C1. Okay. Then you can substitute this output equation from the 4. Substitute the V0 from the equation number 4. Again, equation number 4, then T equal to, you have to write this equation. After the T, then again you can value of the V0, 2 times of peak to peak. That V0 equal to 2 times of this value. Then V0 peak to peak with 2 times of R2 into R3 into this side. And this value after substituting, then finally we will get this expression F0 equal to 1 divided by T into R3 divided by 4 times of R1 into R2 into C1. This is the frequency of the triangular wave, and output voltage peak to peak, that is equal to, that is equation number 3, and this is final equation. After the completion of triangular generator, now we will start from the sawtooth wave generator. The difference between the triangular and sawtooth waveform is that raising time of the triangular wave, it is always equal its false time. But sawtooth wave is has unequal raise and false time. The triangular wave generator can be converted into sawtooth wave generator by injecting the variable DC voltage, that is V control, at the non-inverting terminal of the integrator as shown in the figure. And here potentiometer also we are connecting the DC voltage controller, and one end of the potentiometer is connected to plus VCC, other end is minus VC, and potential wiper is directly connected to non-inverting terminal of the integrator. And if V control is more toward the minus VCC, minus VE, the raise time of the sawtooth wave become longer than fast time. The raise time is longer than fast time. If V control is moved toward the VCC plus VCC, the false time become longer than raise time. And also the frequency of the sawtooth wave can be decreased as potentiometer R4 adjusted toward the plus VCC or minus VCC. And the amplitude of this sawtooth wave remains constant. Phase shift oscillator. The phase shift oscillator, in there we are using the RC phase shift oscillator. In the RC phase shift oscillator is consist of one inverting op-amp and 3 more RC cascading network, that is the feedback network. And the RC phase shift oscillator and use op-amp as inverting mode, and thus it introduces the phase shift of 180 degree between input to the, and the feedback network consists of 3 RC section, in each producing 60 degree, producing 60 degree phase shift, and total phase shift around the 180 degree. This such RC phase shift oscillator using op-amp as shown in the figure. And here output of this op-amp is given to the feedback. Output of the op-amp is connected to given to the feedback network. That output of the feedback network, it is derived the amplifier. Then output of the phase shift around loop is 180 degree, then of the amplifier, and 180 degree due to the 3 RC section, and thus total is around the 360 degree. And this is can be satisfied this required condition of positive feedback and the circuit working as RC phase shift oscillator. Then the frequency of sustained oscillator generated depending on the value of R and C is given by F equal to 1 divided by 2 pi under root of 6 into RC. At this frequency, the gain of op-amp must be at least 29 to satisfy this, the magnitude of A into B is equal to 1. Now the gain of this op-amp inverting amplifier is A is equal to greater than RF divided by R1 equal to 29. Therefore, R1 is equal to greater than or equal to 29 times of R1. This circuit will be oscillator, will produce the sinusoidal waveform. If gain is 29, the total phase shift around this loop is 360 degree, and this is satisfy the Barkhausian criteria of the oscillator. These oscillators are used to audio frequency range from 20 Hz to 100 kHz. The advantage of this RC phase shift oscillator The circuit is very simple designing and can be produced the output to our audio frequency and produce the sinusoidal output waveform, and is a fixed frequency oscillator. And this is drawback of this oscillator. Only thing, the variable frequency range, the variable frequency usage, the phase shift oscillator not suitable for, because this capacitor value is always varying. In this slide, we are discussing about the voltage to current converter with the grounded load, and this type of VI converter circuit in which one terminal of the load resistance is connected to the ground. For this circuit analysis, we have first to determine the voltage VIN and this relationship or the connection between the input voltage and load current can be achieved. For that, we applying this Kirchhoff current law. V1 at node V1 at node V1 means nothing but a non-inverting terminal of the. Therefore, I1 plus I2 equal to I1 plus I2 equal to IN. What is I1? I1 equal to V1 VIN minus V1 divided by RL. Then I2 equal to V0 minus V1 divided by R, that is equal to I. Therefore, finally we get V1 equal to VIN plus V0 minus gain. For this non-inverting amplifier, the gain of this non-inverting amplifier you have to calculate it. RF equal gain of non-inverting amplifier A equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1, and their resistance RF is equal to R equal to R1. Therefore, A is equal to 1 plus R divided by M is equal to 2. Hence, voltage in the output will be V0 equal to 2 times of V1, where V1 you can substitute the value of V1 in terms of the this value. Then V1 you can substitute. Finally, V0 will be cancelled. Then we can get the VIN minus IL into R. That is VIN is equal to IL into R. Then finally we get the load current equal to VIN divided by R. Then we can concluding from the above equation that load current IL is related to the voltage, input voltage Vin, and with the resistance. Then we can understand this, but finally then we can conclude that IL is directly proportional to Vin. This is called voltage to current converter. After the completion of voltage to current, now we are converted to current to voltage converter. The current to voltage converter will be produced. Voltage is proportional to given current. Voltage is proportional to given current, and this circuit is, if we are measuring the instrument by capable of only measuring the voltage and to need the measuring the current. But here we can what we have done in place of this input voltage, that current source we have to connect it to the inverting terminal. Then here RF resistance, and in general in open loop gain in op amp is very high. Therefore, inverting terminal, non-inverting is both are equal. Then input impedance of op amp is also very high. Then current entering into the two input terminal is very small, means IB1 and IB2 become 0. and therefore output voltage V0 equal to minus RF into I, minus RF into I, and this is the very simple circuit. We can conclusion this circuit, that is output voltage is always proportional to I in. Okay, and this is the sensitivity of the current to voltage converter, and output voltage is minus RF into I in, hence the gain of this converter is minus RF. The magnitude of gain is also sensitivity of the current to voltage, and amount of change of output voltage is given change of input current. We can decide it by the sensitivity of the current to voltage converter, and keeping the RF is variable, then you can vary the sensitivity of the as per requirement.